Hello and welcome back to Ixion. In our last episode, we headed our way out to the Immortan System and started our Chapter 2, and we have finished off the first couple of POIs. We also have a bunch of mining and hopefully a resource collection going on, but we do have to continue with the POI exploration and discovery and things like that. Probe just finished its scan. I have no idea which one it was. Could have been any of them because I have no memory of which one it was. We're just going to go ahead and continue. Today's task will probably be opening up the next sector, and I think the plan will be to open up Sector 6. It doesn't technically matter whether you go, which way you go. We could have opened Sector 6 instead of Sector 2 for that matter. But the advantage to going to Sector 6 over Sector 3 here is, I'll put a pin in that for right now. We can deal with the science ship real quick here. After Parenti, I think I want to bring the science ship back down here to Fargo. There we go. The advantage to Sector 6 over Sector 3 is that we have all the extra workers here in, let's see, here, I guess? Yeah, here. We have 60, 70, almost 80 extra workers here in Sector 1 that we don't need here. I mean, we could potentially use 30 of them if we fired up this other steel mill, which we don't need to do. But that's about it. And so then everyone else can actually come over here and start working, including that starter 40. I wanted to see where we're at with techs. No active tech lab because... Oh yeah, that's right, we had that accident. No, it's purging waste. Purging waste. We're in the middle of researching the mushroom wall, and then we have the DOLOS center. We'll probably end up researching everything in this ring because we're going to have to if we want to open up... let's just click on one here. This technology tier 3. You have to completely finish the fourth ring, because the first ring is tier 0, so 1, 2, 3. You completely can finish, except I think for the question mark one. All of tier 3, and then, or the third ring rather, or the tier 3 ring, and then you can unlock those technologies there. So we have these two to do, as well as all of these over here to do at least. So we have a bit of time on that. We did just research the colonization training center, which we should probably also get worked on because, or get work going on, because we do have, in addition to all those extra workers, we have 220 non-workers stashed in this sector. So we need to turn some of them into colonists, and I think what we'll actually do for that is dismantle this this here, and we're not going to be able to get rid of all those alloys. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this door ready to go. We should be fine to do this. So let's just go ahead and get it started. There's a lot of food that it takes to open this up. 16, I've seen a lot, but a lot of food it takes to open that up. But we have plenty here, and we have plenty here as well. So we're good to go on food. Thankfully, it was a little close there for a while, a couple of episodes ago. Okay, so I don't remember how long this takes. I guess I have to get everything delivered first, which is right about now. No, it's 80 alloys. Maybe a couple more minutes then. Or a couple more moments then. There we go. And now. Alright, so let's get our road started in here. I don't know exactly how I want to do this, and I'm actually not kidding with that. I'm still working on a design. But for now, at least we can kind of get it started. We can put up the workshop, of course, and then we can put up the first... let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4... It doesn't matter. We're going to end up moving them because it's just too fiddly. To get started any other way, we're just going to get them started here. And then we'll start over there with you, and then you can go in right here, how about? And they'll all end up moved, so it's fine. Let's go ahead and get them started collecting some of these alloys. And also, let's get this maybe up to there, and then across to there, and that should be good as well. And we can get these picked up. But I think we'll probably still connect the same two roads. Ah, you've arrived at your destination. Oh, we also need to send out a probe. We'll do that real quick first. Carbon, can I get that carbon and the ice in the same... Yep, there it is. Same shot. And then we'll go over here to Fargo. Probe scans have picked up an emergency message. Broadcast broadcasting on a DOLOS frequency. However, the transmission protocol is different to the one used by the Tiqqun and its auxiliary craft. A window of opportunity appears to be opening. A temporary cessation of the high winds of Fargo 39 has given us a clear zone in which to operate. We took advantage of the drop in wind speed to descend and land on Fargo 39. The gravity is intense and several of our measuring instruments have failed. Despite the extremely hostile environment, we are preparing to make a sortie to the signal location. So here we have 4 choices. We have to do something. The other option is, of course, to click the X and come back later. And if you don't have exoskeletons researched, do that. You won't be able to... Your ship won't be able to leave, but you will be able to go and research exoskeletons and then come back. Because that is the best option. So, of course, our choices from the bottom are, or maybe from this one here. The Montessori team will be split in 2. A team of specialists equipped with standard issue hazard gear will proceed towards the signal's origin while the rest of the crew direct them from Montessori's cockpit. Or we can send the entire crew to the signal's origin, equipped with standard issue hazard gear, or we can send a single experienced scout to the signal origin while the crew guide them from the Montessori's cockpit. All 3 of these will result in the deaths of whoever you send. So, 2 or 3 here, 5 here, 1 here. This is the only way to proceed. The Montessori's team will utilize all-terrain mobile exoskeletons equipped with geolocation tools to ensure safe passage to the origin of the signal. So let's deploy the entire crew and reinforce exos. That's going to take 4 cycles, but it's worth it. It's worth it, because they don't die. Let's pick that up. Continue the road here. I missed. Continue the road here out to that one. Catch this one. We'll grab these ones here also. And we can actually even go up to that one there. But I'll wait, I think, to proceed, or we could just do it anyway, like this. Yeah, let's just do it anyway, like that. That one there is going to need some advantage, or advancement. And then we can come across here, and actually I'll just take it all the way across, because why not? We'll clean this up when we have the time later. For now, that'll work out fine. Let's also delete some of the roads that are done being used, i.e. these 2. And then we also want to start setting up food import into this sector. We don't need a lot, but we need to have some food coming in. So maybe we do like 20. And they'll bring it in from any of the sectors. We haven't really looked at this yet, but this is where they're allowed to send to. And right now, sectors 1 and 2 can all send to sector 6. So whoever gets it here will get it here, and it'll be fine. There and there. Apparently I need another piece of road right here, which is fine. We'll just do that. And we're also going to need an electronics storage here, eventually. Probe completed its scan. Oh, we finished mushroom wall as well. Let's go out here and check out what else we can send out for the probe. We really don't need more iron, carbon, and silicon, but you might as well. Just do it anyway. We're going to find everything. Well, we didn't in Seoul, but we also didn't need everything there, so. There, and there. And then we can do roads that do like this, and like this. We might as well just go that way then, too, even though we're probably going to remove all these roads anyway. We'll cut across to there, and we'll also cut down to here. Pick that up, please. And we can also do the road coming across here, and then we can remove all of these intermediaries eventually. Once we have this road finished, so it's not separating again. And we're full on alloys, so we need to do another storage here, probably. This, of course, it's all misaligned. It's all out of whack. Let's go there. Maybe. Again, I don't know if this is going to be the permanent thing, but we shall see. Pick these up. Oh, we can't. We don't have the stuff. Actually, that's not the right spot anyway. Delete that. Because I just... Well, it might be. It might not be. 2, 3... No, that is right. That is a good spot. At least for now. I'm kind of using these as a pattern, having enough room for 6 stockpiles here, even though I don't know exactly how to lay this sector out yet. And then, of course, we're going to need some housing. And so, housing is... Well, we can actually get it started, I guess, right? Optimized quarters, at least for now, we can put one in. That's all we need. And that's good enough for now. That'll also have the secondary benefit of giving them a bit more space here to store the alloys. And then they'll deliver here, then they'll start gathering again. I think the rest of the sectors can kind of run themselves. I know we need a health building here too, yeah. Let's go ahead and put that in too, because you never know when you're going to need it. And again, I'll just put it in here for right now. We'll end up moving, and I'm sure. I am sure.
A science ship team
good.
has completed a task.
We've arrived at the source of the signal transmission. We found a cargo ship of an unknown class that bears a resemblance to those we use on the Tiqqun. It is embedded within the rock face, below a large promontory. The high winds are making its balance unstable. So we have three choices now, and we have to do one of them. Recover archived digital data from the cargo ship and return to the Montessori. It says the cargo ship is in bad shape, and the rough winds are not helping the situation. Minimizing risk, entrance and exit of the ship will be made as quickly as possible. We could survey the cargo ship, recover any archive data, and return to the Montessori. The team will briefly investigate the cargo ship to learn more about its origin, recover any data present, and return to the Montessori. Or we can recover data from the cargo ship and attempt EKP repair for cargo recovery. The team will attempt to repair the EKP engine and utilize the cargo ship's autopilot system to launch it into orbit. Success would allow the ship's cargo to be recovered. Now, I happen to know that these all work. At least as far as I can remember, they all work, because I only take notes on the stuff I need. But if we go here to this one, we will actually succeed the best. So let's do the EKP repair. That's, of course, going to take 5 cycles, but hey, you know, time is worth it. And let's launch another probe. We went over there the last time, so maybe we'll come over here someplace. Ooh, we'll do that one. Sure. It's a quick recovery there on that, or quick discovery on that, I should say. Let's clear these now, and also these now. That's all we can do. Well, I guess we could do that one too. That's all we can do for right now, then. You're still working on that, and we have these 2 to do yet. Yeah. And then I also need a storage for the electronics. Maybe I should just put another road in right here, because I think I'm going to end up connecting this road, just like the other ones. And then we can do another storage here for the electronics, and that'll be useful. That's 6 electronics in this sector. Nice. This will go a lot faster once we get this one done. I'm glad it's the next one. I should have probably forced it, but that's okay.
A probe has completed
I don't think the other one's ready yet, though. No. Okay. We got a few more seconds left on that. I kind of wish there was an option with the stockpiles, especially thinking of the electronics, to just balance them between all the sectors or whatever, or however many of the sectors. There's the other probe done, so we should have a probe ready now. And we unlock the DLS center as well. Let's go maybe over here. There's a POI up there. We could go and hit it, I guess. We can find it. Oh, right there it is. Sure, go hit that one. Sure. So sure. There and there. But I do think I'm going to keep this road kind of through the middle. It's not exactly through the middle. It's a little south, but it's fine. There, and this one here. Achievement unlocked. Permanent redesigns. Ooh, wonder what that one means. Let's pause for a moment so you can look at that. Destroy 200 buildings in a single playthrough. Yeah, that sounds like me with our redesign of this recently here. We have one more over here. Let's do that. Move it on up. Pick these up, please.
Has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Docking bay disabled. That'll be fine. We have another probe. I suppose we can keep probing into this area too. Ooh, can I get the iron? There it goes. We'll do it. There's a POI near there too. Pick that up too. There they go. And then we could, I think we can actually delete the road now. I think it's safe to do so. No, I guess it's not. Let's put that back. They do have to finish their delivery. Sorry. Sorry. So sorry. And then let's also delete this bit of road here, because I'm sure this is not where I want it to be. Insect farm disabled, 7 crew members injured. Let's just go quickly check our, just the 4 there. 11 there, so we're good. Science is ready. We have returned to the Montessori. Recovered data has been secured and analyzed. As for the cargo ship, she almost broke up leaving the planet's atmosphere, but seems to have held up okay. 40 pods and 30 science. Told you it was a good reward there. And here comes a cargo ship for the first time in a while. The Quicksilver, that is, to pick up those pods. That'll be a trip or 2 for them. And while we're here, we can do another scan. That's still not there. Let's come out here, maybe. Sure. Ooh. Right there. I need to look for some silicon, though, I think. Although we have a lot of silicon, so I guess maybe not. 80 polymers. 40 here. I suppose I could probably...
The protocols have identified a new planet suitable for our colonization test program.
Ooh.
Has completed its scan.
Okay, so... that would be DeVille 59, because that's the POI we uncovered here. So that's good. Let's take a look at that tutorial real quick. So coloners are those non-workers, those ones that I was mentioning earlier. And we can see them as I show that 220 of them. And then we have to actually send them to this destination. And so we're going to do that once we get them trained. But I need to put in the training center here. That's under population. And the thing we didn't research yet. Come over here. Did we research it? We did. Colonization. Oh, I know where it is. Never mind. Let's do, I don't know, this one and this one, I guess, next. And then it's here in space. Colonization Training Center. And I'm going to put that in here where this steel mill was, because we really aren't going to need 3 steel mills. That was there kind of as a bit of a legacy. Workshop disabled in Sector 6. 3 crew members were injured. Well, that means no more building for a little while. But that'll be okay. And we do still have to move our ship. We finished up our science ship. We finished up collecting the science here at Fargo. So the next place I want to go is up here to Mac R. Yes, I'm skipping Plymouth right now. I think we can go. We could go there, but I'm just going to go up to oops, that's not what I wanted, but we can do it. Oops. So this POI that's in here, where are you? There you are. I saw it. There it is. Is that iron close enough? No. Okay. Science ship, right. Let's go up here into this. So again, as far as I can tell, we can easily go up into this area and do the work up here. There's nothing holding us back from that. So hopefully that is indeed the case. And so what I want to use this sector for is food. I have at least looked at, what stability is it? Oh, the DLS center. Yeah, we're probably going to want to build one of those at some point too. Oh, really? Oh, I see. I see how it is. But we're going to have to find a place for it, because it's the same size as the cryo thing. And you eventually probably want one of these in every sector. So keep that in mind too. But we're not going to build it yet. I don't think we need it yet. So back to this. In space, we had the Colonization Training Center. We did that. But in food, we now have this crop farm. The crop farm is a 3x6 building. And when you build it, then you're able to build 9 4x4 farms attached to it. So there's kind of a design that I know Calidron's using, and I think is kind of floating around the internet a little bit. But basically what you do here...
Ship has arrived at its destination.
All right, well, we're going to let you sit there for a minute. What you want to do here is actually do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then put in the farm, like here. And I'm going to put it in disabled, just so that we have it there. Double check my count. 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Yep. And then we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Also here. But I don't know that that's where I want to stop. Where put a crossroad in yet. So I'm just going to bring this over at least that far. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But I don't know that that's where we're going to stop with it. So we're going to let this thing get built and then we'll go from there. Let's go here to the Montessori. And they retrieved that bit of science that was sitting there while I was waiting, which is fine. Probe sensors have detected traces of a DOLOS EKP signature near Mach R. Tracking its trajectory, it appears to have entered the planet's atmosphere. Coordinates of a potential crash site have been established. The planet's surface temperature is extremely low. Reaching the crash site, the Montessori's team found remains of a science ship frozen in ice. So we have 3 choices here, as well as leaving the planet, of course. The first one is thaw the ice by venting the Montessori's fuel cells. Venting the Montessori's fuel cells will raise the temperature of the surrounding environment and allow the crew to gain access to the wrecked ship. Or we could drill through the ice and investigate the wreck using a borescope. Using a precision drill, the Montessori's crew will be able to investigate the wreck using a borescope. Equipped with a universal toolkit, it can connect with any DOLOS designed system. Or finally, we can set up excavation equipment. With resources provided by a cargo ship, the Montessori's team will set up a temporary infrastructure that will support component recovery from the wreckage. And again, this one here is the best option in terms of the overall outcome, so we're going to do that. And again, even if it costs you 10 alloys, we have so much iron. It's ridiculous. We're going to send the Quicksilver to do this, of course, because that's our usable resources and also, I guess, mission ship. And we'll do that. And then out here, there's a green, there's a green, there's a green. Maybe? Maybe not. Make it more than one of you in one? No. Jerks. I can just barely not get them all. Let's go ahead and get the silicon. Maybe we can pick up that ice too in the scan. Nope. We can get a corner of it. I'll get it. It might not give us all the nodes, but that's fine. No sense fiddling around too much. So this is just about done. They'll come down here and build this piece of road as well. But that's just there for me to identify it. And then you get these crop farms. And yes, they take alloys and power and people, but they don't need road access. At least all of them don't. You only need to have road access to the actual farm itself, not the fields. So we can put the fields in like this in a nice 3x3 grid. I'm going to actually wait and do this just to measure it. Yeah. Before I proceed further. And then they can do, they can bring all the alloys to this. Maybe it has to be turned on to do this. It might. It might have to be turned on to do this. We have 4 people. We have 34 power, so it's fine. Yeah, it has to be turned on. They have no water, though, so as soon as they're done delivering all the alloys to this, we're actually going to turn it back off again, because we need to get the water brought in here. I'd like them to maintain a minimum 110. So we'll send those over from Sector 2. I think that means that it takes longer, like twice as long or whatever, to get there, but that's okay. Finished cell housing. I don't know how much I'll use that, but maybe we will. Maybe. Iron there. Forgot where we went to, up here someplace, so maybe we should search around down here just to kind of keep ourselves not sending probes to the same places, just in case. And so then the maintenance drone, the workshop drone, is just going to sit here and build. They're building here at the farm for the things that are elsewhere, and they're able to deliver a lot faster than it's able to build, so that's great. And of course, this is starting to take more and more workers. I think. Yeah, and more power. So we're going to have to shut it off again. But we're also going to want to probably build another solar panel.
A sector is being overworked.
Uh-oh. Is that sector 6? It is. Let's turn this off for a little while. I don't know if how they'll finish deliveries, but we're going to turn it off. And we'll do a build for power. That'll be... Oh, we need to do this one yet? I thought we did that one. Guess not. Let's do that one. We're just about full on our hull integrity, so it's a good time. And let's get another housing bit built here. Yeah, cell housing houses up to 125 crew members, and it's minimal quality accommodation, but it has to be built on a wall like this or like this. I don't like them down here just because of how tall they are, but up here that's fine. Probe is done. We'll take that in a minute. And I'm just going to keep putting in these kind of wedged together right now, and we'll deal with how these get arranged later. Probe. There we go. Oh wait, we did already. Okay, yeah, the probe had finished out here. I don't know why I was being weird about it. There's more there. There's a good spot. And then once we get this in, we can also send over... how many people? We can send over like 30 people, maybe? 30 workers only to Sector 6. There we go. And that way they will be, they'll be able to work here because, again, we need to have 4 plus 9 times 4. Although I guess I could... not build all of these. Oh, that is here still building, but they're not able to deliver to it. That's a possibility too. 1.5 water into 1.2 food per cycle. 1.2 food per cycle. Right now we're making 1 food per cycle per each one of these. So that's an improvement. It's also an improvement because these each take 8 workers. And these will each take 4 workers plus the 4 there, so we'll be producing 20% more food than 9 farms and using a little more than half the people. So it's like almost like double productivity then.
Population transfer complete.
Okay, good. And we have this ready to accommodate them. So I could actually turn this back on now. No, because we need the power to be finished first. And that's going. We're gonna have to repair the hull as soon as we get there. Which
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
we finished at Mach R. All usable components from the wreckage have been conditioned and prepared for extraction.
Has completed a task.
The Montessori's team was able to recover data that revealed the cause of the science ship's crash. Named the Emmerplace, the ship belonged to the 2nd generation Taurus-class superstructure called the Protagoras. Following some sort of attack by the Etamanaki, a UN ship, the Emmerplace attempted an emergency landing on Mach R. Coming in too fast, he was almost completely vaporized on impact. The crew manifest has been recovered. So we get 45 polymers, 45 science, and we get the ability to unlock or to use high-quality lubricants upgrade at the workshop. And then we can leave the planet. And there's 45 science to collect, so we'll take that for a little while. And then let's come maybe down here or something. Ooh, maybe. Ooh, that's good. Ooh, almost. You're there. I can see it. There we go. Okay. And then, incoming transmission. Okay.
Administrator, we have collected and analyzed enough data to locate the Protagoras on the planetary system map via probe scan.
Oh, good. And we have this also. With the discovery of the Etamananki's attack on the Protagoras, many of the crew's theories about the UN's animosity towards DOLOS has been confirmed. The crew has been shaken, learning that they were struck with the seal of banishment by the former authorities of Earth. This will increase the prevalence of dead Earth sickness in the Tiqqun. -1 permanent stability. That leaves this sector as happy still. This one comes down to neutral. And this one is also at neutral, but neutral is fine because neutral is still a positive trust slightly. So it's fine. Probe scan. We don't have another one to replace it yet. We have the power now? No, we haven't finished the power thing yet. We're close. Almost there. I've got the power. We're almost out of electronics, too. Maybe I should send some of these back. Yeah, maybe. Sector 6. Keep a minimum of, like, 3. Well, you sent them already. Where'd they all go? Probably to here. We can shuffle them around if we need to. I could potentially remove them all, but I don't know what else might require them. The next thing we're going to need is a fusion station, which is a factory, and it needs 2 electronics, of course. Where'd they all go? 3 there. 3 there. Not what I wanted. This one?
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Infirmary in Sector 1 disabled. That's fine because that was my extra one anyway. Which we actually need to turn off. And Montessori is finished at Mac R. We also have another probe we can send out. Let's see if we can find the Protagoras. I see the exclamation. There it is. Now let's see. After Mac R, I think we'll come down here to Valiant. So I could disable this once it's done, if I remember. Let's see. Let's build the fusion station. I want to put that in right in here. I think this is where I want it, at least. Then we're going to bring this road at least that far. And I think I'm going to bring it like this. Excuse me. Why you not work? Like that and like this. I think that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll see. We'll see how this works out. I think that'll be okay, but we'll see how it works out. And then I also want to put in a space dock here, a docking bay here. If we have the people for this, let's turn that off too. We've also finished the whatchamacallit, so we can actually power this on if we want to again. And I think we do. Doesn't put us over people. I need another electronics here, so let's cool these down by a bit. We're gonna have to probably make some. Probably. We'll get this delivered though, and we'll see where it goes from there.
A probe has completed its scan.
Polymer refinery disabled. That's okay. Let's turn off this also. There's no sense in spending the people and the worker and the power on it for no reason. And we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Almost there. Sure.
A science ship has arrived.
Oh, and then of course it arrives. Yep. As soon as I click the button, it arrives. That's how this works. Let's pull this. The planet Valiant is dead and devoid of activity of any kind. However, our scans have located the remains of a ship in orbit of the planet. The wreck of the UN warship Huizinga orbits Valiant 71. In a twist of fate, it seems that after hunting down DOLOS survivors, it fell to something even more dangerous than itself. We have a visual on a cluster of UN emergency cryopods drifting towards Valiant 71. If we don't intervene, they'll enter the planet's atmosphere and be incinerated. So we have, again, 4 choices here, and we have to pick one. We can recover materials from the Huizinga. We cannot forgive the actions the Huizinga took against DOLOS, and we will not attempt to recover its cryopods. Instead, we will focus on stripping the wreck of any salvageable materials. Or we can recover the closest cryopods or all the cryopods. The first one is we will attempt to recover only the closest cryopods to reduce any risk of endangering the Montessori and its crew. All the cryopods, their cryo maneuver is dangerous, but would allow the Montessori to recover all of the cryopods before they enter Valiant 71's atmosphere. And finally, we can analyze the wreck of the Huizinga. The team of the Montessori will study the Huizinga to gain a better understanding of UN ship capabilities. So, if we do this one, we'll get some alloys. A lot of alloys, but some alloys. If we do this one, we'll get about 25 cryopods. This one, I believe you will fail if you take it. I believe so, if I remember correctly. Or we can analyze, which gives us some science and a technology. And while recovering the pods seems like a good idea, I think we're going to analyze the wreck and take the science and the technology upgrade. Which reminds me, I also want to take a look at this and the collapsible frames, which is tier 3. So we'll see. We shall see. We were bringing in alloys, right? Yeah. We may not have a surplus, though, anywhere. We don't. We don't. We're spending a lot right now. I could persist with less here. That's a possibility. We are repairing the hull, too, of course. But as I was saying, I think I want to put a docking bay in here. And this docking bay will be exclusively, at least for now, for ice. Whether that's a good plan long-term or not, I don't know. But at least for now, I want to put a single cargo ship in here and have it going out and picking up the ice that I suppose, allow the mining ships to mine. Well, they are already allowed to mine it. Okay, good. Once they have mined all the other stuff. So I may change that. Actually, I may add a third mining ship, too. Just to have another mining ship here. I suppose that's job is to go out and find the mine the water, the ice, to get the water from it. Probe has completed its scan and discovered a new point of interest. That would be the Protagoras. So we will head our way that way in a little while. The Legislative Strengthening Center has also been finished.
A probe has completed,
and another probe has finished its scan right in there. Let's see. Can we get anything over here? There's some iron right there. It's good enough as me. Good enough for me. And back down to here again. And let's go in here. We have all of these done on this side. Over here, we need to do the waste treatment center and the fire station. I'm wondering with the fire station, and I honestly don't know this yet, but I'm wondering if with the fire station, it actually unlocks fires happening. I don't know how that works in terms of, like, some games have a technology thing where if you don't get the thing until you unlock the technology to deal with it thing, but then I'm going to have to deal with the thing, so. Barrett's +2 stability while the stability of a sector is below 0. Okay. That's interesting, but not all that useful right now. But maybe later. Maybe later. These should be able to be turned off again. Because we don't need the power on to be able to build these. We just need to have the power on to deliver the materials. And as soon as the workshop is done...
Science ship team has completed a task.
Ah, good. We're back here to the Valiant. Or to Valiant 71. The Huizinga's hull has been punctured by the many small telluric objects that orbit at high speed around Valiant 71. However, some of the hull punctures cannot be ascribed to this alone. Though mostly destroyed, the technologies on board are significantly more advanced compared to those of the Tiqqun. The team's mission reports will provide useful data and support our ongoing research and development initiatives. So again, we have the 15 science, and we get the fire starter upgrade unlocked for the workshop. And then we can just leave the planet. And if we take a look, well, let's do this real quick first. We have just about gotten everything over here. There's a little bit of ice we could pick up over here someplace. There it is. If you take a look at the text... in the workshop now. We have the fire starter available. Have the trust penalty arising from an overload. That would be kind of useful. And we can also do the Stanford initiative whenever we'd like. Right now I'm not going to bother, but we could do those whenever we like now. And then you finish the science. Great. So that was it for Valiant. And next I want to come back down here to Plymouth. I suppose I could have just done it earlier. But we kind of want to... I'm kind of avoiding the Protagoras until the end. But we also need to eventually get over here to DeVille in order to start that colony thing, which we need to work on also. I keep forgetting to start that. There's a POI over here that I keep not sending a probe to. We'll go ahead and do that as well. And let's take a look at this. So this needs 1 electronics in order to train 15 colonists. We need to train 30. So let's just go ahead and train 15. Maybe. Okay, it did click. They're going to deliver that 1.
The probe has completed its scan.
And then we can see what's going on. Okay, this is all finished now. As soon as this is done, we can build those ships, or we could build that mining ship in one of these. Actually, it's probably not a bad idea, especially because they take polymers, and we don't have any polymers in that district. So let's just do a mining ship here, and we'll do a cargo ship here. And then once those are built, we'll send them over here. And I think that's a better option, perhaps. We're getting close to our worker limit now, though. We have to start unfreezing some more people. We've gotten, what, 70 people we've sent over here? All workers? Yep.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Okay. Our probe has detected the presence of cavities beneath the planet's surface. The readings we are picking up from these chambers are similar to those from strong nuclear reactions. We have landed on Plymouth 37. The opaque atmosphere lets in hardly any light. Geological formations on the planet's surface resemble giant emerald waves frozen in time. We have set up near the location of one of the cavities. So we have the option to perform an intrusive analysis. Detonating strategically placed explosive charges will provide samples for collection with minimal effort. Although not subtle, the Montessori's crew can set up and execute this quickly. Set up a temporary study center. The Montessori's team will set up a temporary study center within the shelter of a light habitat module. Carrying out a geological survey with the assistance of a drilling rig, the team will require additional resources supplied via a cargo ship. Once the survey has been completed, the team will upload results and abandon the center. Or finally, establish infrastructure to support exploration and geological analysis. Setting up infrastructure capable of supporting exploration and geological analysis will allow the Montessori's team to map the site's topography and molecular composition. Despite being a time-consuming approach, the team will analyze a large amount of data with the help of a dedicated PA. So, I think we had this set before, and it comes down to the same thing. We want to do what's basically the most complicated one. It seems to be kind of the, maybe not always, but often the default choice in terms of how the game wants you to play it. So we're going to do that and send the Quicksilver over here with 40 alloys. And we also have a probe to send, so let's do that. And again, I'm still avoiding anything over here or behind here because we're going to want to deal with that in a little bit later. Silicon there, good. And anything else in range? Can I get the iron and the silicon? I can. There we go. Alright. So these are about half done with their training. They train in 5 cycles, so it takes a little bit of time. I think that was just that new ship finally disembarking, yes. So that was the mule, and then we'll have, no, not you, also the glute. So let's eject the glute and the mule from their respective things here, and we'll power this up, and we can assign the glute and the mule to this bay, and then we can come out here, and we can tell the glute to mine ice, And then if it gets bored, it can assist with these, I suppose. Although maybe that's not the greatest of ideas. It's not. We'll just do that for now, because I'll want to move it over to a different area if we do. And then we want the mule to pick up the ice that one mines. At least that's my thought. I don't know if that's the best idea, but that's my thought. Once we get the ice in here, we'll fire up the fusion station. That'll start transforming that ice into water. We're going to need storage for the ice, of course. But that's easily enough done. Let's do 4 of these. Power them off. Just get them built kind of thing. For later. Probe has completed its scan. We have another probe we can send. Oh, we found another POI out there. We knew that part. We knew it was a POI. We didn't know what it was. Ice, carbon. Where's the ice peak at? I saw it. There it is. Can I get anything else peaked in that? Or with that? I don't think so. Where's the carbon peak at? Down there. Let's go ahead and hit the ice first, I guess. Maybe. There it is. And then we can get that carbon too later. Excuse me. Just turn that off for right now. We'll let it fall a little bit. It's not very efficient, so we'll let it fall to make it more efficient later. But I think this is where we're going to leave this right now. So we have gotten started.
A probe has completed its scan.
Sorry, I had to mute myself there. We've gotten this started. Here comes the first of our ice. And in the next episode, we'll get this fired up. We'll turn on one of these to store the ice. We'll get this fired up. And then we can actually start this farm. And then we can start dismantling these farms and these farms. Not all of them yet. But once we build the second farm over here, we'll definitely be able to turn off all, or dismantle all of these. So we'll save that for the next episode. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you then. Bye for now.